Pior asks, is it even possible for me to do it all by myself or with some help from my friends? Well, I wrote my book by myself, and after it went to the publisher, I asked myself, oh my God, I should have had a developmental editor because I forgot to include something about, and whatever. I think it was about publishing in ebooks. And, it's not essential, but it would have been nice, and it would have been nice to have someone say, hey, you forgot this, or you didn't include that. And that's what I do as a developmental editor with my clients. I point out what they missed. So if they tell a story that doesn't make the point they thought they make, I let them know, and then they can revise that. If they have a sample script that shows how to do a certain procedure, I want to make sure that it's logical and that it works, and that we show a before example showing where a conversation went badly, and then an after example where the conversation went well after the person used the new technique that the author introduced. So that makes a lot of sense. You can't see your blind spots. It's like having a coach. Every baseball player, every basketball player, every football player, they have a coach that points out things that they don't see. In fact, I was playing golf with a friend of mine a couple of months ago, and he said, I know this violates golf etiquette. I really shouldn't point this out, and I hope you don't mind. But when you're lining up the shot, you're stepping 2 feet away from the ball like you should, and you're taking your practice swing like you should, and then you're leaning over forward and hitting the ball. You're not walking the 2 feet closer to the ball so you can actually hit the ball straight. And I said, oh my gosh. And I thanked him for it, because if he didn't tell me, I would have made the same mistake time after time after time. And what fun would that have been? Would not have been fun at all. So it's the same thing when you're writing a book. You definitely want to have help. Now, do you want it from your friends or do you want it from a professional? That's my other key question here. Now, if your friends are all writers, then that can be good because they know what to look for, and that's wonderful. But if your friends are your drinking buddies and your golf friends and whatever, they might not have the skills and the background needed to do this. In fact, in my new book, and frankly, I'll put this in my show notes as well, there is a test that someone created for looking for copy editors. And if you download the test for free, you can give it to your friends who think that they're good copy editors. And, for all we know, that your friend of yours teaches English in high school, and she could be a great copy editor, or she could be really bad. So if you give her this test, you'll find out what she knows and what she doesn't know. So you don't have the case of the blind leading the blind. So thank you, PR.